Hey everybody, Logan here. I'm back with another controller video from PowerA, but this one's special. It's technically going to be in 2, maybe 3 parts, depending on how I feel, well, how these controllers turn out. Let's just say that. So PowerA has released 2 new variants for PC. Yes, controllers for PC. Yes, you guys know that I've covered quite a few for the Nintendo Switch and the Xbox. But now they've been releasing 2 new models for the PC, and that's called the OPS V1 and the OPS V3. So today's video I'm going to cover the V1, and then in a follow-up video I'm going to cover the V3, and then in a third video compare them. Because if I do it all in one video, I feel like it just isn't going to do each of these bad boys justice. So what we're going to do is open this up, see if it's any good, and of course, test it. I can't wait. Here we go. Here's the PowerA OPS V1, the Overpowered series, wireless controller for PC and cloud gaming. If you guys are familiar with any of their Xbox line and have been using PowerA for a while, they originally had the enhanced and the advanced controllers for the Xbox, and this takes its design cue pretty much from that series. But now we have a wireless option, and one of the big things that everybody's been asking about, and trust me, PowerA has listened, Hall effect sensors, meaning you got Hall effect sticks, low latency wireless, and a rechargeable battery all built in. And PC gamers, whether you're playing Xbox on PC, your Game Pass games, Steam games, what have you, you'll be able to use this on there. So let's take a little closer look at the box before we open everything. PC, cloud, mobile, textured grips, turbo button, Hall effect analog sticks, dual rumble motors, removable analog caps, wireless adapter, you got 3-way trigger locks, 4 mappable advanced gaming buttons, Hall effect triggers. That's what everybody asked for. So as you can see, it goes into a little more in-depth on the functionality of each one here. You also have a 550 mAh battery. So that's up to 20 hours of playtime. That's fantastic. Most people who game on their PC are usually right at their computer. I've never met anyone who's not up on their monitor like the entire time playing on PC. If you're not, you're playing on a console. So it's not going to be too hard to do it. Well, plug it in to charge it. So that's not going to be an issue. So that's about it. As you can see, you get a little more information of what comes in the box. You got a 5-foot USB Type-C, 2 analog caps, wireless USB receiver, quick start guide, and controller. Hey, PowerA still with the instructions for the win. So let's open up this bad boy. Nice controller, solid. It falls in line with all the other PowerA products. Now, one thing is people give me crap because they're like, oh, they're junk. No, I actually think they're a very solid build. I have not had any problems with any of my PowerA. There are other companies where I've had issues with their controllers, much expensive, much more highly, extremely expensive controllers. I've had significantly more problems with. We'll leave it at that, than PowerA. Now, one thing I've always liked about PowerA are their sticks in general. Some people don't, and here they give you the stick caps to make your sticks taller for people who like that. But getting back into the features, we've got your Hall effect sticks, your Hall effect triggers, and that's what a lot of people like. You got your Type-C, your program button right there, your back paddles, your trigger locks. You actually have 3 modes, 3 different heights for your trigger locks. And then what do we have down there? Oh, that's going to be, depending on what you're using, the different receiving modes. Cool. I like it. I like it. It's simple. Now, the thing with the V1, you're not going to get any of the fancy colors or any of that stuff. This is a solid entry-level Hall effect controller for PC, cloud, and mobile. So this is going to be one of those that most people are going to grab when they go to a retailer, whether it be Best Buy or Walmart or Target or whatnot or GameStop, where you're going to just buy a new PC controller. And there's a lot of people who like to play their games on PC, especially if they're on the go, whether they have a laptop with them. Xbox Game Pass is a big plus for something like this, or your phone. People don't want to spend an arm and a leg, and they also want a wireless option, because you can't plug this into your phone or tablet, but by switching the little switch back there, you can set it on whatever you want. Like I said, whether it be wireless for your PC or Android, whatnot. So, but I think this is a solid entry level, solid black controller. Let's see if I've got any power. No, PowerA doesn't start with any power. So don't have the little light on. I'm gonna have to charge this before I test it, but yes, we're definitely gonna test this out. I think this is a solid build. The sticks are extremely smooth, just at first feel. Everything else just feels solid. I like this. No fancy, over-the-top nonsense. Get you going right in the door. You need one, you can pick one up. I think this is a nice option. Let's see if it tests as well as it looks right out of the box. Alrighty, before we get into the testing, I do want to take you to PowerA's website just to show you the differences and what they do offer in terms of the OPS V1. As you can see on the screen, there's two different models. There's a Fortnite edition and the standard one, Fortnite being $54.99 and the standard being $49.99. Now, as you can see, there's also the OPS V3, but we'll go over that in the next video. But as of right now, you can get one of the two versions. If you want that Fortnite theming, you are going to pay $5 more, but the standard black one is what I have here. So that's the one we're going to look at. So let's click on that and take a little closer look, show you a couple of the specs behind it. OPS V1 wireless controller for PC and cloud gaming. Here is, I usually like just going off the box, but when I saw the website, I was like, okay, it's a bit more in depth, and I do really like that. So I'm going to read this and then we'll get into the testing. It says, feel the win with PowerA OPS V1 controller for PC and cloud gaming. This feature-packed controller includes 3 ways to connect to your gaming devices via included low latency 2.4 GHz USB adapter, Bluetooth, or wired USB-C cable. The Hall effect triggers and thumbsticks provide precision and reliability, giving you an edge in gameplay. Take advantage of high-performance features such as 3-way trigger locks, 4 customizable advanced gaming buttons, and a programmable turbo button with ergonomic textured grips and rechargeable battery and app support for fine tuning. This controller will become your go-to gaming companion. Like I said, you can just download the app to do all the customization, and I think that's usually the easiest way, but like I said, there's also a programmable button on the back. Hall effect thumbsticks and triggers. You got 3 connection options, mappable buttons, rechargeable battery. This is what a lot of people ask about. Get up to 20 hours of playtime with the integrated 550 mAh rechargeable battery. Comfortable ergonomic grips made for PC, cloud, and mobile. 3-way trigger locks like I showed. Turbo button, dual rumble motors, removable analog caps, app support, 2-year warranty. So the turbo button is also a big function as well. Activate the turbo function for ABXY, LB, RB select start buttons to enhance your input speed while reducing fatigue. The app is the best way to do everything. Like I said, there's the turbo on the front, program on the back. As you can see, you got a bunch of nice little graphics and everything here. With all that out of the way, let's get into the gameplay. I have it connected wirelessly via the USB dongle. You can also connect it via Bluetooth or the Type-C cable. But it's a wireless controller, so why wouldn't we test it any other way besides wireless? Come on. Now, what you're going to see right here, those are the stick caps. I don't have anything on. We're going to test it with and without the stick caps to see how I feel. I like using stick caps, but the ones that make them a bit taller can be iffy in my opinion. So it depends on you, I guess we could say. The buttons do not come pre-mapped, so you do want to download the app to program that. You can also program the turbo functionality, and let us do this. See how I feel about that. Oh, that is quick response. I'm not a big fan of hairline triggers, but I can understand why people like them, depending on what you're playing, I guess. So with a character like I'm using now who's got a gun that charges up, it really doesn't make much of a difference. Because charge time is going to be the same. So if it's something more like Call of Duty where it's about a rapid fire and how quick you can get that button depressed, that makes sense. So for something like this, it really doesn't. But this is also isn't a PvP. It can be PvP at some times, but this is also a team-based shooter, so yeah, things are a little different. But it feels very nice. Now, if you just want a wired controller for your PC, you can go out and pick up one of the standard Xbox ones, buy PowerA, and then plug that in. That's going to be your least expensive option. But if you want something that's more of a pro-style controller with Hall effect sticks, programmable buttons, multiple functionality, meaning you can use it on more than one platform, this is going to be one of your cheapest and best ways to go, especially if you're just walking into a store and say, hey, I want to buy one, don't want to worry about Amazon, don't want to worry about online sales. Yes, you can buy this online through PowerA's website, but being able to buy something like this at retail makes it so much more convenient. Now, I want to show you how to use these because a lot of people are like, oh, you gotta do it, and it's a no. These are actually very simple. I do like that. And you can just boop. I would suggest do it when you're not in game because yeah. So I'm not a big fan of the high sticks. I like the fact that they give you the option because there are people that like control freaks, but I think control freaks are they're just pretty awful in general because they damage your stick. Something like this does not. So people ask about that. I'm like, yeah, don't use control freaks. I put them on a PS4 controller and they're so snug when I went to take it off, it actually damaged the rubber on the stick. Yep, not a fan of the extenders, but hey, there are a lot of people that are. Not my deal, but you've got that option. So I think this is a pretty cool controller. For the price of $49.99, you get a full Pro controller for your PC, for cloud, for mobile. You can use it for all of them depending on what you have. So I think this is a bang up job by PowerA introducing this line for different things than just gaming consoles. What do you guys think? I think this is a solid one. It gets a thumbs up. But hey, I like PowerA's products. I think I've only covered maybe one or two in my entire time where I didn't like what they did, but the controller itself has always been fine. People do complain about drift. I've never had drift on a PowerA controller. Hey, that's just me. I don't know. I'm not calling anybody a liar, but I've never had the issue. With these, you won't have to worry about it, period. Hall effect sticks. Right out the box, you got Hall effect sticks, Hall effect triggers, everything you could want in a Pro controller now by PowerA. Thank you, PowerA, once again for sending me these. I greatly appreciate it. I do like these. And I will continue using this. And hey, there are many other options out there. I've covered quite a few. I like this one quite a bit so far. I'm going to be using this one as my standard on PC for the time being, unless that V3, that OPS V3 outdoes it. Will it? Well, hit that subscribe button to find out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video. If you are thinking about picking up one of these or have picked up one of these, let me know. I want to hear your experiences. And again, thank you so much. Hit that subscribe button. Like we always say, be legendary. Thanks again.